The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised. And good evening, everyone. At some point, I really should do just a whole stream on the Shankyverse because of your question there, Gwen, about what affects what from all the streams. But that has nothing to do with everything else. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Kansas City, a Domain Divided. I am, of course, your storyteller, Shanky McStabber.
And I am Mama McStabber, and I am playing Dr. Katarina Rakosi of Clan Zamitsi.
I'm Dale, and I'm playing Callum McFarlane of Clan Ventru.
I'm Reen. I'm playing Rashad Giovanni of the Hakata.
I'm House. I play Bo Solomon, Clan Toreador.
Hi, I'm Mischievous Red, and I play Gwen Schultz of the Ministry.
And good evening, everyone. When we were last with this group of kindred, well, last week, there was a fun episode last week, actually. First of all, Bo, you should watch what your spirits touch. I'm not foreshadowing anything. I'm just saying, last week you spirits touched the book that your mother had kept, and it didn't end well. And then, of course, Kat and Callum and Bo, they decided to go out and reach out and touch some Sabbat. And I don't mean in a friendly way. They found one Sabbat after Callum negotiated to have their liquor license pulled. They found some Sabbat guys bleeding the bartender of a bar because he had sold alcohol to a minor, and well, the kind are cattle anyway to the Sabbat, so any excuse to bleed a sumbitch and eat him, the Sabbat will use it. And they did. And then at the same time that's going on, but I forgot to mention, they were doing it looking like Grandma Ludi.
The Ludmilla Rakosi.
Yeah, and some other ones of her henchmen. So Kat was making sure everybody looks like some of the New York Sabbat going and doing this shit. Sure, that'll be fine going forward. While that's happening, Rashad and Gwen went looking for the infamous black site. And while they didn't find the black site itself, they're pretty sure they know the area it's in because Rashad's shadow, well, was captured, which I don't think anyone knew that could happen, but apparently it fucking could. And then the unlit black helicopters started flying around looking for him. Thankfully, you all got out. So as we're opening up tonight, we're opening up at Kat's property outside of town. Now, who all is at the property? Let me get this officially stated here. We got Bo here tonight, Rashad,
Callum,
Gwen, are you there? Gwen's like, oh, hell no. So we're going to open up with them gathered there for now. And I turn the scene over to the players.
Callum would text Gwen at some point just to see how she's doing.
Okay.
She probably just like has one word responses and clearly doesn't want to talk. But says
Feeling
she's
better,
fine.
Mr. Solomon?
Better's a relative term, but yeah, I guess so.
Well, I have something I'd like to discuss with you all really quickly. Briefly, there was accusations of trafficking attached to my law firm. I didn't do anything to deal with it when it suddenly went off. Not sure if that was your doing or anyone you know of.
No. Although I will say, I bet you the accusations came from my brother. He sent someone to the hospital to set a fire because he's a fucking moron. Needless to say, the fire suppression system took care of that fucking exercise in futility. And then, well, the security shot and killed the guy.
Well then. Anything going wrong with you right now, or is it just the rest of us?
No news is good news, I guess, at this point.
Wonderful.
Not sure I understand this about game plan with these relatively pointless attacks. I didn't think they cared for the mortal life as much.
Obstruction, irritant, mosquito.
All he's doing is leaving breadcrumbs for the Second Inquisition to find him. Because he's a fucking idiot.
Agree. I don't assume any of your people or elders have any notes on how they dealt with the Inquisition the first time, especially faith.
Yeah, La Sombra integrated into it more deeply.
Fine. Well, I suppose it's another thing to run by the council in due time.
Did you get any response after reaching out to Victoria regarding the last, well, what we've learned?
Storytelling?
Nope, she hasn't given you any updates, but she's not known to share with you once she starts an investigation until she's done. She does like to share after because she almost gloats over it.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't seem out of character, so. But everyone's okay. So you said everyone's okay at the hospital, though?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It literally didn't get to anything vital at all.
No chance it was just a distraction for something else at the hospital?
Nope.
Okay.
Because security went on high alert and inspected the entire fucking hospital.
Rashad. Back of your neck is tingling. You don't know why. Cat. I know you don't have premonition. What? Something is off all of a sudden. You feel it.
What the fuck is that?
Don't know. I will let you
It's-
sense the unseen.
Okay. While you're doing that for you, Kat, I'll describe it as it's like the ground beneath your feet is vibrating an odd way,
I'm going to go step to the window.
but only you, nobody else. So everyone else, where none of you else noticed that there's any vibration. It's just Kat.
I'm going to go step to the window.
Okay. It's dark. I mean, you're out. You're not in the center of
I'm
town.
gonna
You're
turn
out.
on Eyes of the Beast.
Okay. Sense the unseen 6.
I think that's the messy crit.
Yeah, it's messy. But I'm not sure. Messy crit. I'll come back to the eyes. Or let me get your Eyes of the Beast. You're looking out over your property. There is something off in the night, off in the distance, towards town itself. You can't tell what it is at this kind of distance, but there's movement at the edge of your property out that far. For you, Rashad, you're in the house. So you see nothing. I'm keeping your 6 in mind, though. In the house, you'll see nothing.
Someone's out at the edge of the property. Cat flicks out her claws. She's going to rouse for it.
Okay.
Oh my gun.
I don't need it. She goes outside.
Cal will follow Cat out.
Just going as well.
Okay. Bo, you going outside too?
No, I'm squishy.
I'm going to hold down the fort.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rashad, when you go outside, you've seen the ley line that lays over Katarina's place. I believe last time, if I recall correctly, it was a kind of a greenish tinge. But there was a color change that
Yes.
shifted darker to a sickly as it got closer to town. Tonight, there's streaks of red running through it. Almost like pulsing veins in it.
Staying close to the house. I think someone's messing with the ley line.
As you're hanging out outside, Cat
isn't.
still has Eyes of the Beast on.
She's
of course.
moving towards the target.
Okay.
Callum's right with her.
Give me a wits awareness, please, everybody that's outside.
I'll take half.
Okay.
Is ambush a specialty of
Sure.
mine?
Instincts.
Nope, that's wrong.
Sure. I like instincts. That's a good one, too. We're going to start this off with rolls. Let's see how fast we get Rashad back to 4 hunger. I mean, how well he rolls tonight for hunger check. Callum, 1.
I hurt.
Rashad's got 3. Oh, wow. That's a hell of a willpower roll there. Callum went from 1 to 5 with a crit. Impressive. Cat took half. That's 2. As you're stepping out, Cat, you have Eyes of the Beast, so you can really see
Mm-hmm.
property moving. At the edge of their property, there are 2 people running on all 4s towards you.
Mm.
But Callum, you're the one who notices off to your left. The ground is, or the, I know Cat cuts the grass closer. The grass is not moving in a normal manner.
I'll
Off to your
point it out
left.
to Cat.
She's going to take this turn and she's going to literally go dragon form.
Okay. I will let you do your roll because it only takes 1 turn.
Well, since we're doing this, Rashad is going to scry the soul on the people, the things coming toward us, to see if any of them are kindred.
Okay.
It only takes a rouse check.
I know. Isn't that sick? So now you get your free dots equal to
Mm-hmm.
your fortitude, right? Or not fortitude, you're
Protean.
Protean.
Yeah, so I get 4 free dots.
Yeah.
And
to
I will
shift
go
around.
dragon form with 1 dot in armor and 2 dots in strength.
Okay. You know, the nice thing about this being her property, she doesn't care.
Nope.
Nobody can see her unless they're already on the property.
Yep. And if they can see her, they probably won't leave the property.
Okay. Wait for Rashad to finish his. 4 overall. 2 questions. You can ask them 2 questions of each of the 2 people coming towards you on the property.
Kindred or other supernatural?
Human,
Oh, that would be
but something else is in their blood too.
Can I tell if it's magic, blood magic? That'll be the second question.
No, it's not blood magic. At this distance, you can't tell what's in it, but it's definitely, they're human with something. And as Cat changes form, suddenly from that section to your right, or off to your left where Callum had pointed out somebody, 1 minute, there's nothing there. Next minute, there's a woman standing there. She's got flowing red hair. It goes all the way to her waist. She runs her fingers like this, and you can see that her fingernails are like horribly sharpened to a point, but they don't look like fair weapons. It looks like she has just sharpened her shit. Her ears are pointy that stick out from where her red hair is. A mouth she's got full ruddy lips, but there's a way to her smile that is not inviting. I guess I know who I wanted to speak with. Are you fiend or not?
Cat lets out a roar.
I did not come to meet a fiend.
She looks at the 2 that are bounding.
Yeah, those misguided. They're not mine.
Cat glides to intercept them.
Okay. And she just stands there. She's still got her finger, and she just seems to be considering as she's watching.
And I will work on dispatching them.
Okay. What's the rest of the group doing?
Callum will try to take a shot at one just before Cat gets to him.
Now, as they get closer, Rashad, you realize, based on your earlier check, they do have human or vampire blood in them, but they've also got something else. There's a mix in there. Let me look here. I'm gonna go half on what you've got and just let you know. No point to roll for this one. You think that they are mixed with vampire blood and werewolf blood.
Don't kill them. They're werewolves, or at least related to them. I'm going to premonition this to see if I could get some understanding of what this is.
Okay.
Cat's going to attack.
Okay.
Callum will put the
Go ahead. If
pistol
you're
away
shooting,
and
go
move
ahead and
in.
shoot Callum. Do your roll for your shot. While
No, when
Rashad does his premonition. Kat, you can go ahead and do one of your rolls. Meet him.
when Rashad says that, I put the weapon away and pull out the mace and move in to help Kat.
Two rouse checks as well.
6 with a crit.
Nice.
Bo's going to stick his head out the door and see what's going on.
Because he nosy.
Well, you see the dragon out there.
Sorry.
You can see the woman too. Bo is at a distance. Bo, let's.
I'll use my heightened senses to.
Give me wits. Fuck it. Let's go. You can go wits, awareness. No, give me wits at insight. Wits,
Okay.
insight. Yeah. I like the wits insight for that one.
7.
7. The woman out there in the field, though she's got her finger here and she's like, almost contemplating, she is unnaturally still.
Okay.
And the only other one you've met that unnaturally still in this city has been Hideo. Kat, you catch the first one. He's strong. He's fast, but not very well skilled. He only got 3 against your roll.
And I have feral weapons, so it's not
So
happening.
you did 6, you did 3 plus 2 for your feral weapons. That makes it a 5, non-halved, because he doesn't get that. And because he's mortal,
He's dead.
it's aggravated.
Mhm.
5 aggravated. This one you catch, it doesn't end well for him.
Mhm.
You just tear into him in wolf form or in horrid form, dragon form. This, it's a person. They do have claws for hands, though they're not feral weapon style claws. It is something else.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she knows exactly what this is. This is what the Sabbat are doing.
For you, Callum, you shot, or you went, you went in to go and brawl with him?
No, he was
Yeah,
shooting.
because
Oh,
No, he changed it
Yeah,
because of what?
what Rashad said.
Yep. Let's see what we get. The other one, again, fast and strong, but not very well skilled. You managed to beat him. Only by a margin of 1, but that's still enough. I'll give you a mace. That'll be a +1 for your scepter on it. So it's 2, unfortunately, they're mortal. They don't get halved. They just take 2 damage. It's not aggravated or lethal to them, but 2.
Is it possible to use my momentum to bear him to the ground after I strike him?
No, that would be a grapple check next
Okay.
round.
All right.
The woman, she has not moved. If anything, her finger just stopped moving as Kat plowed into him, as she's watching a little closer.
mm-hmm.
Now, Rashad, your premonition, what did you get? 5.
5.
Nice roll. Nice. As you look out and unfocus your eyes, you notice that you are standing on land that is moving, breathing, heart beating. The land you are standing on is alive. The land itself. And it is linked. You can see threads that go to it, to something very old, and weak lines to something very faint lines, something new. You don't know what the old and new are, but that's what you see. I could have you two, Callum and Kat, roll against this last remaining. I'm pretty sure 2-on-1. It's not needed. That just slows the game down for no reason. You two will beat the shit out of this last remaining one, 2-on-1, especially dragon form. So you quickly put it down. And as soon as the other one drops, the woman slowly moves forward, but she has her hands out, palms out to you to show you her empty hands as she slowly approaches them.
Oh, and Kat immediately transforms back, looks her dead in the eye and says, "Don't you ever call me a fiend."
But we all were once. Some of us, we embraced it more than others. May I approach the bodies, please?
Tell me who you are.
I am Morel. That name would mean nothing to you. There are those who would know what I am, who I am. I am also a fiend, but not.
You're the friend of the prince.
I think friend is a...
Associate.
Yes, that's a good word for it. Friend is definitely not the way to describe it. Our interests currently align, so we work with each other.
Be my guest.
And she walks over and she stands over him looking and then goes rock still, not moving at all. So unskilled. I know what they're trying to create. They have no finesse, no understanding of how to properly combine the wolf, the man, and the beast. Forgotten so much, lost so much. But I guess if they hadn't, history would have been different, wouldn't it?
Indeed.
I am here because the land told me you were here.
Is that why it is moving?
You are something different. A lot of our kind have no connection to the land anymore. They've lost it. So long away from the mountains, from our home, has broken it for many. Even the ones from there now have lost so much they forget what we were meant to be. We are not the fiends that they call us, though. Like many, I have that power. And as you're looking in the moonlight, her skin is like porcelain.
Mm-hmm.
Perfectly.
She looks to
Flawless.
Catwoman Rashad and says, "Can you please take these corpses and put them in my basement?"
And storyteller, we weren't able to keep one of them alive. They're both dead.
No, they died. They
Okay.
won't, they'll fight to the death.
Gotcha.
They're mad by what's been done to them.
Okay.
Interested parties would like to see this.
I assume you're going to show them to the pups of the area.
Yes.
Would be interesting. Tell them my name. Only if you are bored. They will know of me even now. There are still stories sung of me from ages past.
And asking the gentleman to do that gives the two of them a chance to talk privately.
Now that it's just you and I. Officially, I am Morel, the sculptor of wolves.
Really?
Yes. Not me. This beauty does not get marred.
Hmm.
I just sculpt others.
Hmm.
Some of them, I believe they were called kinfolk. You'll know why their story sung of me.
I'm sure you're one of their favorites.
Favorites. I'm sure.
To get riled up about.
Oh, yes, if they knew I was here, I'm sure we would have a grand time of it. I haven't had that much fun in centuries, but not the time. The land has told me. You have a connection. This is your only chance. I offer but once. Do you wish to learn it?
Yes. More than anything.
In 2 nights, I will return here. You will be alone. And we will begin the process.
Understood.
There will be pain. there will be suffering. No bond with the land comes without that.
No bond, period, is without it.
The blood of the dragon still flows in some of us. We'll see how strong it is in you.
I look forward to the challenge.
As for your friends, they are interesting. I am curious whether any of them would be interested in other areas I find amusing.
I would say that is their call to make.
Well, I found that when they make that call, they're not ever going to understand what they're volunteering for.
Then perhaps don't offer.
And she steps closer to you, though all of her movements are precise, and she gets real close.
Mm-hmm.
Rakusi.
Yes.
Danislav.
And Kat just smiles.
We're not all gone. The old blood walks once again.
Indeed.
2 nights. Make sure your affairs are in order. Hopefully you survive it. But if not,
I will have my contingencies in place.
the land chooses who they choose.
Understood.
And she turns, and as she goes to walk away, you realize why you didn't notice her at first? Because she shifts into a pristine white cat. I mean, as pristine as her skin was, with just a red tip of her tail. And then she's lost in the grass. It's not that high, but gone. And I turn it back over to the players.
Kat's going to go back into the house and thank the gentleman for taking care of the corpses for her.
Once Bo sees them walking back, he's going to kind of pop his head back in and just start admiring the stuff in Kat's house, like the art or sculpture.
Oh, she has some art. She has, various things that, yeah.
You learning from her?
I'm going to try to. She's a
Was the
cold dude.
meeting-
My vision was unclear, but I have enough issues with elders, so unless you absolutely need me to know, I would prefer not to.
Understood.
Bo would also text Gwen. Some weird shit just happened. There was a fight and then a very strange conversation that I didn't listen in on.
Gwen will ask if you need her.
Only if you'd like to join us, but all seems settled now.
She just does a thumbs up.
She takes a cow skull off of a shelf, places it on the back porch.
Okay.
You think he'll show up?
Maybe.
Best news I've heard in days.
I mean, so far consistently he has, so, But maybe. I don't know. I'm not their keeper.
Fair.
I don't know what exactly they did, but I'm a bit concerned that if the Sabbat are drawing the lupines into this, things are going to get a lot worse for all of us soon.
They need to be aware of what's going on. If one of theirs has been captured and is being used in that way, they need to know.
Are we certain it's it was Sabat. I mean, we know my brother has traps and things now. I mean, Rashad just the other day had his shadow.
They smell like the one that Rurik sent.
Okay, that makes sense. I guess that's not to say we can't bring up both Sabat and Second Inquisition stuff.
I'll bring up both. Let them decide what they're going after.
Need to get them to be patient. Possible. I'm afraid that your brother will learn from them. It would be frightening if you were able to adapt their strength to one of us or some other miscreation.
It's an abomination.
Before we're ready to deal with it.
I mean, you're the best. I mean, Kat, you're the most knowledgeable, I'd say, about Sabat tactics. Ree, you have firsthand knowledge of what, and Gwen also has firsthand knowledge of what my brother's done in the city. So maybe you both, your testimony will help with that. I just know my brother, but I haven't had firsthand experience with his dealings here.
I'm afraid that that your brother has gained access to faith. Despite what many believe an actual, tangible gift of power. Some of our elders, they argued that it was designed to give humans a chance to fight against us. Others think it was always here. And some think we have it as well, though I can't say for sure. I don't know what faith could do to a werewolf, or if they could recruit one to their side, or some other insane thing, but I am afraid that your brother, with too much time, will become too much for us to handle.
Callum, you may want to invest in some silver bullets.
Very well.
I will point out, those creatures you killed tonight, they did not heal like lupine do.
But it'll make aggravated if they have lupine blood. That's Kat's idea.
I just wanted to point out that they were not healing like...
No, they weren't. But if they have lupine blood, it's likely to cause ag.
Should we be expecting more visits from other people? Does anyone else know any old kindred that we should know about?
It's not like I knew her before tonight.
I mean, no offense, outside of my sire, you are all the oldest kindred that I directly know. Or at least have a relationship with.
If it makes you uncomfortable, you don't have to stay here.
Me, I'm fine.
I mean, no disrespect, Miss Wakosi.
She has something that the vast majority of my clan has lost. Yes, I intend to try to learn it.
Is there anything I can do to assist you? You're welcome to ask for it.
Thank you.
I'm the last person to say, to tell someone not to, learn or try and push boundaries when it comes to their own skills and abilities. So do what you got to do.
And it will be something my brother can't do, because he is nothing but a fiend.
And we can be here if you need any support of any kind.
You cannot, when it is time for me to learn.
Alrighty.
I will make arrangements for contingencies. Rashad, I will speak with you privately about them. In case I don't survive it.
See to it your will is done.
Thank you. But I'm excited. I mean, yeah. We'll see. Well, gentlemen, I actually have a party to go to this evening. Make yourselves at home if you wish, or come and go as you please.
I think I'm gonna head back to the domain for a little bit. You know how to get me if you need me.
So while all this fun stuff has been going on, Gwen, what were you doing? I'm just curious. You missed out on all the fun.
She was honestly probably doing research, just trying to find, I don't know, more information on. Actually, no, yeah, she's doing research, but here's how she's doing it. She's actually probably at, am I gonna regret this? I shouldn't, at Elysium, just like watching people. Yeah, just sitting there and watching people, probably at whichever one's closest. Or no, there's like 3 closest ones to her. She's gonna go to one she hasn't been before.
Okay. So that would put you, let me see, because you haven't been to, I think you've been to the contemporary art. I know you've been to the Jazz Museum.
We've been to the gardens too, I thought.
I even think, didn't y'all do the Union Station one?
I don't think so.
You can always do Call Point Park.
Yeah, she'll do that one then.
Okay. Well, while you're at the park, I need your wits awareness.
Awesome. Do I get concealed objects?
No.
Okay. I am going to search because why not?
So you're searching on the internet while...
I don't know if she's searching on the internet. She's just watching people.
Okay.
Is what she's doing. That's what I mean by research. Is she's watching people, like learning behaviors, who they are. Yeah, people watching.
Okay.
And I'm gonna willpower.
Oh, that's nice. 6? Wow, you go willpower 6? Okay.
Yeah, because I want to know everything.
8. You notice it's kind of odd, but you notice that randomly, while you're watching people, you will briefly see a red rose will appear behind somebody's head, on their shoulder, just for an instant. Every once in a while, you get a whiff of roses when there's no roses around. Now, this is Elysia, but nobody else seems to have noticed it.
Does she know? So outside of like the obvious like corridor connection, does she know of any other potential connections? I can do
You had an awful lot of fucking successes.
Okay.
You will recall you rode in a van with somebody who had roses appearing on the dashboard while he was talking to you.
Hmm. Is there a food cart?
Not in this park, no.
Unfortunate. Do they is there any rhyme or reason or like
It's always where you're looking.
oh.
It takes you a minute to realize that there's somebody in a tree above you.
I
You
was
got a
gonna say,
lot of
like,
successes. You got 8 successes. I mean, it's going to be hard to sneak anything past you.
yeah,
There's
I was
somebody in
gonna-
the tree above you.
She scoots over and like has like the seat next to her open on the bench.
Do you say anything? Or do you make it obvious that you've noticed somebody in the tree?
No, not yet.
Okay. At one point, a couple roses appear in the seat beside you. And then you notice they almost look like they're crawling. They're moving towards you closer and closer.
She'll look around confused. Like obviously like playing like she doesn't know. Okay. Then she'll take one. If he still keeps going and not making a move at this point, uh she'll so rules are that you can't use powers against anyone or you can't
You're
use
not
powers,
supposed to use
period.
powers at all in Elysium.
Okay.
So if somebody's using a power, which you know who's in the tree above you, he could get in trouble.
Okay. She's going to walk into the crowd and try and stealthily sneak up on him while he's doing all this.
Okay, then you can give me a stealth roll. Dex stealth. And you do
does this
have a
count as shadowing?
specialization. Sure, I'll let you use that.
Cool. And then what am I doing second half? I'll just take it. It's okay. I'll reroll just that one. I don't know if it'll make a difference, but
4,
yeah.
as you're trying to loop around, he suddenly drops out of the tree. Nice try. And Dre is standing there. He's wearing brown and green. He was doing a good job, almost camouflaged in the tree.
I mean, I couldn't cheat like you did.
Shh, hey, look. I mean, I'm hoping you'd notice. I'm risking getting in a lot of trouble. Not that Manuel will do shit to me. Satsuki might. She's a bit of a hard ass, but she's trying to get your attention.
I mean, I figured that. I tried to give you a space to come up, but no, you had to keep going, waiting for a huge
I didn't
reaction.
think you'd noticed me yet. Was it what gave me away? Was it the roses crawling on their stems, or?
I knew before then. That was why I moved over.
Okay. Yeah. This is where I've got to do what was I told? Oh yeah. Okay, hang on. What is a beautiful girl like you doing in a park like this. I'm supposed to do that, right?
I mean, gonna guess the same reason you're here.
I'm here to start shit. I'll admit it. Life is too
Anything-
short not to start shit once in a while.
Anything in particular?
I was going to have Manuel show up, but I got in trouble again recently for that. And
Imagine.
Tanya said next time I pull that, I'm going to need more than illusions to fix what she does to me. And so
Well,
I
your next
decided,
one.
okay, I'm going to let that one ease for a bit. She didn't tell me I can't impersonate her, though. So that's next week.
But then what about this week?
That's what I was trying to figure out. I was here to start problems, and then I saw you and figured, hey, I'll just chat with you a bit. You seemed kind of watching the crowd like I was. You got any ideas? You probably will get in more trouble than I will. They need me. I don't know if they need you yet. I haven't figured that part out, but they need me. Victoria can't give me up what I do. Neither will Christabella.
Do they need you when you're as obvious as you are? I mean, if little old me could spot you.
Look, this is here playing games here. This isn't the same as when we're out on the streets, okay?
Uh-huh. Sure.
I mean, we could have some fun. I could have Christabella come in and start dancing. I'm sure she would love that.
You know, I am a little upset at Kat right now.
Damn. Doesn't work on cameras. Fuck. I was going to have you take a picture. We could have some fun with a picture, but cameras, it doesn't work for that shit. Damn. If you're a little mad at Kat, tell you what, here's what you do. Since we can't use cameras to do it, I'll give you a phone number. Now, look, don't be blowing my phone up. I'm a busy man. All the ladies, I'm popular with them. You can't be just my only chick calling me on the phone now. But I'll give you my number. Next time you're with Kat somewhere, text me. Tell me where you all are, and I'll show up and I'll play a prank on her. How about that? But in return, you're going to owe me something.
I'm not that mad.
Oh, it'd be something minor. Tell me just a secret about yourself. Any secret. Don't matter. What's your favorite color?
Pink.
Deal. There we go. Just text me and I'll show up and we'll have some fun.
Okay. I'll take it.
Perfect. I notice I'm looking around. Not seeing anything fun here tonight.
I mean, what were you expecting?
It's random. Some of these Elysias are better than others. The park. Some nights is some funny shit out here. Some nights I calls it. I let a pack of stray dogs in here the other night. And just had the pack running around.
Oh, jeez.
And when you could talk to animals, having them run up. Now, if you tell anyone I did this, I'm going to deny it. Don't.
Your secret's safe with me.
Otto was here, and I had one of the dogs run up and start humping his leg. He was so upset because the dog would not stop. It followed him around the whole night. Shh.
Yikes.
There's my secret. See? Secret for a secret, right?
I mean, you still owe me the favor.
Oh, I do. I haven't played any jokes on Kat yet. And since Christabella seems to like her so much, that tells me I've got to play pranks on her.
I mean, that's just asking for you to disguise yourself as Christabella with Kat.
I can try it. Christabella's hard to, she's hard to impersonate, mainly because, I can make myself look bigger, but I can't quite be the bruiser that she is.
Valid.
I can do some fake shadow work though, which is kind of funny. Until it doesn't do anything.
Yeah. So what's your favorite location?
I can't tell you about it yet. You haven't been personally invited.
Is he messing with her?
You can roll.
Bullshit
Would that be wits
bullshit check.
awareness or insight?
That is going to be, you can go wits insight.
Detect lies.
Sure.
So I was already searching wits. That. Detect lies. Oh my god. Fucking dice pool.
6. Nice roll.
I'm gonna re-roll because sometimes you'll give me more information if I have absurdly high.
I mean, 6 is pretty good. See if you can get. Oh shit! 9 with a crit. Okay. He is being deadly serious about he can't tell you about it because you're not been invited yet. The invited part is the key.
Who does the inviting?
Unfortunately, not me.
I mean, I gathered that. Otherwise, I'd already be there.
Who do you know in the city?
I mean, just tell me who I need to know.
No, see, I can't. That gives everybody too much. If you tell me someone you might know, and then I might tell you whether they're one of them.
I mean, I know Manuel.
Yeah. I mean, he knows about it. But he's not going to invite anybody.
Hideo?
Oh, fuck no. He doesn't. He better not know about that place. Fuck. Some underground shit. You know, some good underground shit going on.
I know a Mr. Tinner.
The less you say about knowing that individual, the safer you are. I'm just gonna. There's
so
my advice.
So why don't you
to
just fucking tell me?
Look. Fine, fuck it. Do you know anybody that has horns on their head?
Yes. Johnny.
Ask him.
See, that was all you had to do.
Yeah, but if he finds out that I told you that, he's going to come visit me.
I could have found out 1,000 different ways.
And he's got him a hell of a fucking backswing on that damn fucking golf club. He's on a golfing kick here lately.
He's also really fond of Cat.
That's fine. He's also fond of good practical jokes. He loves those.
So what if you disguise yourself as Cat to him?
Ooh. Haven't tried that yet. She's not as big of a bruiser as Christabella. That might work one night.
It wasn't my idea, though.
Just like I didn't tell you that Johnny's the one to see about, some super secret fucking underground shit.
Exactly.
Okay. Look, here's the general rule of this city. If there's some fucking underground shit or some fucking kind of shady business going on, the motherfucker to talk to is Johnny. He knows where all the shady shit's going on.
I mean, apparently there's other shady shit.
Oh, there's some good shady shit. This is a fun thing. How can I put this? When you get invited, dress well for not well. Dress for the occasion or don't.
I need a bit more information
on
what the
dress for the occasion or be undressed for the occasion. It's up to you.
Got it.
That's all. That's all I'm going to say.
Got it.
And if he pulls up in a van and tells you get in, fucking get in the van. The fact he's in a van should tell you something, because that motherfucker's always on his bike.
Even if I'm not dressed for the occasion?
I mean, that's what the van's for. You understand. I'm sure I've heard rumors about you all, his stomping ground and, him helping you all out. I'm sure he's going to, at some point, let you know about it.
Oh, I can imagine. Like I said, he's really fond of Kat. It seems like she flirts with him, to be honest.
I mean, after watching her beating the shit out of the people outside that restaurant that night, yeah, that's his type.
She's married, but
Do you think he cares?
she probably cares.
Are you sure? We're kindred. I don't think that has the same connotations it used to.
Hmm. I don't know. Maybe. But I am curious, though. Why shouldn't I say I know that person?
People have a tendency to change when they hang out with them too long.
I can imagine.
It's not him that's the problem. It's
I
the
imagine
other
it's his
two.
siblings.
Yeah, it's the other two. I'm not gonna, I'm not one who's gonna call anybody out. But have you ever heard the phrase about, riding in a car with a tiger?
I have not, but I can imagine.
It's all fun and games till the tiger decides you're the next lunch.
With as old as they are, which I suspect they are, I don't actually know.
Look, I've been told this is a young city.
We all know that's not true.
I've been having I'm not believing that 100% anymore.
No, we know that's not true. They're just hidden.
Yeah, there's some old shit running around in here.
Who do you think's the oldest that you've met?
Oh, that I've met? Fuck. I mean, Manuel's been here a long time. Certainly not Victoria. Her family's the oldest, but not her. Manuel's the one I haven't been able to put a finger on for age yet, so he could be the oldest. Unless you believe the rumors, of course.
What rumors?
Same rumors you get every fucking city that our kind is in. Oh, there's someone really old sleeping under the city. They say that. I've been in 5 or 6 cities. Every single fucking city I've been in, they've claimed, oh, there's old ones sleeping under here. They use that as like the boogeyman. It's like the Baba Yaga of the city where, oh no, the old ones are going to get you. It's because they can't really comprehend the complexities of everything that goes on in the city. So they blame it on an old one fucking around.
Oh, I thought you meant the rumors about Tanya.
What rumor's that?
Just what her age is.
Oh, she's pretty young. But don't piss her off.
Obviously. Don't piss any of them off.
Because I don't think she was joking. The way she told me that I'd need more than an illusion to fix what she did to me, I think she was pretty serious about that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And you know what they say, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned? Pissing off a fucking Kaitif Sinshaw doesn't seem like a good idea even to me. Hell, I'm barely tolerated. If I wasn't so useful, I'm pretty sure they'd have run me out already.
I mean, even if she doesn't do anything herself, Manuel listens to her, it seems. So, I mean, she is Seneschal after all.
Yeah, well, given Manuel, you kind of have to listen to her because some days he's not really there. That's why it's so fun to do illusions of him and fuck around with people. Because he does weird shit. Makes it easy.
You've told me a lot.
I'm just trying to get in your good graces. Maybe you're going on a date with me one night.
I thought I didn't matter.
Now you see my angle I'm working?
I mean, you told me not to blow up your phone, so...
Well, don't blow it up. But you'll have my number, and that gets you on the list.
I'll think about it.
Don't think about it. Remember, I'm useful for a reason.
I know. I mean it when I say I'll think about it.
And the two of you continue to converse for quite a while after that. He doesn't give you any more good info. You don't twist him with that sweet, innocent Gwen getting info out of everybody.
With the hair twisting and everything.
Yes. Yeah, you've got enough out of him. So you're aware. I didn't have you keep rolling all your things. I was counting you as taking half on the stuff we weren't rolling. Just, you're good at what you do. This is what you do. So, but I think right here, everybody, we're going to go to break while the coterie figures out what they're going to do now with all this new info. So we will see everybody in 10 minutes and like 30 seconds. Please enjoy our break. And welcome back, everybody, for the break. Well, Kat had a visitor at her property, one that, while not invited, was not there to cause problems, which is, nice for once. And look, the bot is working, Astro. We don't have to sack the Shanky. Okay? My bad. And then they also fought, for those that were wondering what they were, they are counterfeit lupine, counterfeit werewolves. They're from one of the books, the newer books out there. I think it's the Blood Sigils book. That's what I'm pulling those from. Get the book. Good shit in there. And then also Gwen got to meet at Elysia with Dre. I'm not quite sure who got the better of that conversation. Actually, we know who got the better of that conversation.
Every damn time.
I hope you're talking about me.
Yes. Yeah.
Every damn time.
Some kindred are a sucker for a beautiful woman and can spill all kinds of good info when one talks to them. It happens. Some people say a whole lot when somebody tries to bite them. So as we're starting in the second half, Gwen, after spending time with Dre and Elysia, you head back to the coterie hangout. When you got those strange texts that Bo had sent you while you were, out at Elysia. But when you arrive at the coterie haven, you do get the smell of jasmine coming through the air vents, which is a sign that somebody wants to meet with you all.
She'll text the group and let them know that she smells jasmine.
That's a great text to send out because no one would know what that means except your own group.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kat, you get it while you are out at your event. Rashad, you get the message. And, of course, Bo and Callum, while Gwen is sending this message, you are actually meeting at, I assume, it's going to be your by one of your food trucks because that was where you were told this person would meet you.
Right.
The person you were told to meet, you got it from Otto, but Otto didn't tell you who would meet you, but Otto said somebody was going to come see you tonight about a culinary experience is how it was put. Now, when you two are waiting around, you were told 1 a.m., but it's not 1 a.m. when this person shows up. It's about 5 after when it's a woman. She's rather tall for a woman. You'd put her 6'1", 6'2", black hair. She's actually she's got jeans and a t-shirt on, but over it, it's a smock of some kind. She's pulled over it. And it's obvious the one you're supposed to talk to because she sees you and beelines right over to you. Okay, I was given descriptions. You've got to be Bo. Not sure who he is. Is he cool?
Yes, this is my business partner, Callum.
Okay, cool. So you vouch for him?
Yes.
Okay. That's all. I just want to make sure we don't talk about things we shouldn't.
No.
You can call me Cindy.
It's a pleasure.
most people just call me Cooker, but Cindy's the name. I'm kind
I'm
of
Bo.
a chemist, you might say. So what Ado was telling me, and what the blood you provided was being used for, you were talking about you wanting people to experience food. Our kind of people. Well, not me. I can eat all the food I fucking want. It's great.
I mean, it goes beyond that. I mean, I'm able to enjoy food to a degree. I know some others who are able to stomach it. I want nostalgia on a plate. I want them to take a bite and recall what it was like before their turn, invoke memories of a meal, not just the flavor, but the sight, the sound, any sense that comes to mind when they take a bite.
See, that's a tricky thing. So you're aware. It's okay. Well, it's kind of tricky. It's man, how much can I explain? How much do you know about what we do?
Very little.
Okay. Well, here's the kind of the thing here. We take stuff that doesn't make sense. We kind of mix it together. We do some hoodoo kind of shit to it. Personally, I take it. Distill it down, do some. You'd think I'm an alchemist, by the way, but it's not quite what it is. I add your blood, my blood, some other blood to it, some other stuff. But here's the thing. What you're wanting, I can make a super MSG-ish. The ish is the bad part. Unfortunately, the ingredients I need is tailored to the food you're making. So if you want to bake a steak, that is an amazing steak that somebody would eat it. One of our kind, say, or not, one of your kind would eat it. Because again, I don't have the problem you do. Matter of fact, and she does this. I don't even have the teeth for doing what you do. But I would need to create this MSG using steak as one of my ingredients. Now, if you put that on, say, a baked potato, it's going to make them think of steak. You see the trick to it?
So you could do this in the moment.
No, it takes time to brew it. So you have to coordinate ahead of time the meal you're planning so that I can make the stuff that matches that meal. Now, it doesn't keep for long, keeps for a couple days, and then it loses its ability. So if you want steak, we do one for steak. If you want to make it steak and potato, favorite of many people, me included. I love me a nice steak and potato, especially rare. You know, no teeth. Got to get it that way. I can make seasoning for those too. But if you want to throw in, I don't know, corn with it, those two seasonings won't help with that. Okay? So what you're wanting is going to involve some coordination with me to arrange the meals. Now, it takes me, if I have all the materials handy and the blood, and I have the blood that I can spare to do it, it takes me just about 2 or 3 hours to mix up this. I'm just going to call it MSG plus. But you see the lead time, you see.
My ultimate hope is that this is not I'm not giving this away. This is something that I want to cultivate a demand for. So it will be, I don't want to use the word exclusive because I don't want to limit it to those with means, but I want those with means to want it.
Well, I mean, our kind, while money's useful, it's not that big of a deal. You're going to go, if you're using it for our kind, you're talking trade and favors, right? So what we have to work out is the percentage of the cut, how we're going to work out my portion of that. because I got to get owed something too. I'm not going to be left high and dry with you getting all the favors, because it takes me to do it.
Right. No, I understand that.
Otherwise, I would just go and find somebody else to give this info to. Now, if we work a deal, that does mean I won't share how we're doing it. It'll be between us. That's not to say another one like me couldn't figure out their own way to do it. But if I don't if I don't tell people how I did it, it's going to take them time. They may not be able to create the same way. They may not be able to do it at all. They may not be able to figure it out.
I want to make sure we're on the same page here, because with my abilities, I currently have the means for people to be able to eat and taste what a steak tastes like.
Yes, but is it the way your kind taste it, where it's kind of dull and not quite the same? Because what I'm offering
with story, I guess above table here, for how I understand it, if I invoke my heightened senses and share the sentences at the same time, it will taste what it tastes like.
It's still slightly muted.
Still slightly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still not fully flavorful as it should be. Generally, subtle flavors will always be lost.
Okay.
Hard, big, powerful flavors, that's there. So it tastes like steak. But if you're going for subtle in your steak, it won't have the layers that you want. So we can work a deal. We can do it a couple ways. You can owe me a favor for each time I provide, a certain amount, a couple meals worth. And then you trade that for as many favors as you want, because that way, if I need something, I'll come to you. You have all the other favors that if you need to, outsource helping me, you can invoke your favors. And that way I still feel I'm getting my portion and you're getting your portion. And then it's on you two to negotiate your own, value for what I'm giving you, because we have a flat rate.
And that rate being?
I don't know. How's it sound if you owe me a boon every time I give you enough to do two of you? We'll say 4 meals per boon.
I guess the degree of boon, as I guess was my question.
Just, standard, nothing honorary. That'd be multiple boons. You know how that works. Just a normal, common kind of boon there. We'll negotiate how many boons it costs if I need a favor based on what the favor is. I know how that works. If I ask you for help on something minor, that's one thing. But if I ask you to go and kill half a dozen people, that costs a bit more on the favor chart there.
Certainly. Would we have opportunity to renegotiate if after some time this process does become easier for you?
Ultimately, what I'd like to do is be able to come up with a way to do it for any meal. We're not making it meal specific, but that's going to take more time. We're getting into some real tricky shit with that.
I personally don't have an issue with meal specific with how I plan on operating this.
It won't get easier for me.
Okay.
The formula is what the formula is, unfortunately. But if I manage to get a better form of it, we can talk then and renegotiate there, because it'll be more valuable to you.
Certainly. Callum, I'm not going to make any agreement without your consent here as my partner. Any concerns about this?
Only that you can deliver within a reasonable amount of time, because if we were to book an event like this, there's going to be some expectations. And if somehow it's not delivered and we fall down on that.
I've got other duties, so 24 hours lead time, and I'll guarantee you I can have it for you in 24 hours. Because even if I'm a little teppish on the blood side, 24 hours gives me enough time to correct that, to brew it up. And
again, my hope is that this whole process of catering or providing the experience is not just the meal, it's the understanding the memory behind the meal. So I think you will certainly have at least 24 hours, if not more.
And like I said, it lasts about 72 hours is safe. After 72 hours, I've noticed it loses potency. It will still have an effect for about a week. But it's after 72 hours, it's not as strong. And by the end of the week, it's barely anything.
And
but it comes in powder form.
These favors are done in lots of 4. So we could order, say, multiple lots of 4, and you could still deliver them in that sort of time frame.
You are shrewd. Sure. 1 favor for 4 meals worth of. Now, a meal doesn't mean a full banquet, okay? I will count a meal as enough for, 2 entrees.
Because
most people won't do it by themselves. They like to share dinner with people.
That's not how this is going to work. It's going to be myself and the person requesting the meal.
Okay. Well, there's 2.
Yep.
There we go.
And no, it won't be multiple courses, but the course will be a full course.
Now that's each individual item is one of the 4 that you'll be using. So you could do, hell, for 1 favor, that's 4. You could do a dessert, main course, an appetizer, a soup. There's 4 right there. You could do a full for 2 people.
We'll flesh out the details, but that seems amicable. I will extend a hand.
And she reaches her hand out and takes it, and her grip is actually rather strong. And as you hold her hand, she's got calluses, like built up calluses in her hand. Real thick calluses. I've got to say, this is the first time somebody's asked for something like this. I've had some weird requests, but not this. Most of the requests I get are, we want blood to be kept for, want blood to be preserved a certain amount of time. And I tell them, why are you preserving it blood when it costs blood to preserve the blood? You're just, you're adding an extra step.
I'm an artist, and it's not fair that my art should just be enjoyed by mortals.
See, I like that about you. I like that. I have the same way about drugs.
To each their own.
Yeah. It's not fair that good drugs are only for some people. Everyone should be able to get good drugs.
Bite the right person and it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, but see, it's a little trickier for our kind. Some of us can, but some of us can't.
That's fair.
And plus, I've met a few of your kind that really like to get fucking stoned. And they don't want to have to eat people to do it.
Wouldn't surprise me, no.
Escapism is big business.
And that's what I'm going for.
See, I think we'll get along great.
You'll be hearing from me. And if you need anything of me, you can reach me here.
And she pulls out a card. It's just a black card. It says Cenny, Cenny. And under it is a line that says, for all your dreams delivered, and a number.
Are you sure you're not a drug dealer?
I'm cooking, always cooking something.
Not going to break bad on me, are you?
Meth is too old school. I've got some shit that makes meth look like you're stealing Sudafed from the fucking grocery store.
Well, fortunately for me, cooking is my drug.
Well, that's what I'm doing too.
Well, from one cook to another, I look forward to this business venture.
Oh, so do I. I'm glad Otto put me in on it. He told me that I was the perfect one to do this. He knows what I enjoy.
As we flesh out this operation more, we will certainly let you know what you need to know.
I understand you. Only need to know what I need to know.
I'm not trying to sound sneaky here. It's just
I do drive. Look,
I don't want to bore you with the details.
oh, I know about, dead drops, honey pots, switches. I know all this shit. We do it all the time.
I will leave you to your cooking tonight. I believe Callum and I have some other business to attend to.
Yeah, you get a text message on your phone. Both you and Callum get a text. Just give me a ring when you're ready.
I will. Thank you, Cindy.
And it's nice meeting you, Callum.
Very nice meeting you as well. And I look forward to being able to serve these concoctions that the two of you come up with to our guests.
Nice food truck, by the way. I might have to hit that up.
You won't be disappointed.
The advantage is still being able to eat.
End of the truth.
If you have any requests, just let us know. We'll try to make sure we
I'm
add
not
it to the
picky
menu.
on that. Unless I haven't found a food truck yet that does steak and fucking baked potatoes yet. It's not food truck food.
Not going to be this one, unfortunately.
And she turns and walks off. No goodbye. She just turns and walks off.
Did you get that text as well?
I did.
I guess we should head back.
Okay. So you all are heading back to the Haven. Rashad, you're heading to the Haven, I'm pretty sure. I know, Kat, you're out with somebody. Are you bringing them with you back to the Haven or no?
I'll ask her if she wants to come with.
What are you doing?
She leans in and whispers, meeting an Oz.
Oh, no. You don't want me there.
I don't even really want to be there, but,
Me and the sewer rats don't get along. We have a difference of opinion.
I'll catch you later then.
I think they're a bunch of spineless fucking cowards.
Oh, say.
And I don't care what they think of me.
All they're worth.
I say, and I don't care what they think of me. That's, difference of opinion.
Same. But anyway, it was fun. I'm glad we could go out.
Oh, it was fun. Hey, we need to go hit that bar again now, okay?
Yes, absolutely. They're a fun crew.
They are. Did you see that blonde?
Yes, I did work on her.
Oh, man. I'd like to get her in my gym and put her up on the ropes, if you know what I mean.
She might be down for that.
We'll have to find out.
Her name's Cindy.
Oh, okay.
Won't give you other details, but her name's Cindy.
I'll make a note.
Have a good night, Bella.
You too. And Christabella, who was out with Kat that night, turns and walks off, and she's got that swagger she moves of a fighter. Yeah. Not Johnny's, but
Kat likes people with swagger.
Hers isn't Johnny's, like, blatant.
Yeah.
Christabella's is more of a killer's movement of a fighter.
Yeah. So Kat gets in the car and heads up.
Okay, and we'll flash over to you all gathered because, we don't need to have you individually showing up. And we'll flash to everyone together. Yes, Gwen, that means you and Kat are in the same room together.
Gwen acts perfectly fine.
So does Kat. She said what she had to say.
I imagine the guys are more like the ones just kind of sitting there like staring back and forth, wondering what's going to happen.
Well, hopefully this doesn't bring down the evening. I just had a lovely time.
Oh?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, Bella and I went out to a party.
Very fun.
Yeah.
And the smell of jasmine is like overpowering in your haven right now.
That's a bit much.
I mean, it got our attention.
I think Bo's made some headway on his project.
Good. Let's go see if our guest is here. considering it just... Ugh.
So you all are heading down to the basement area because
Yeah.
you don't want to wait for Cutter to dig through
Not if he
the
keeps
vents again?
escalating the fucking Jasmine.
Now, when you go back down to the basement, Gwen, this is the first time you've seen Cutter. Cutter is abnormally small and thin, and he's got that movement of somebody whose joints are,
Very bendy.
excessively bendy. You're actually not even sure if his bones are made of something other than elastic.
Did he put himself in a position where Cat has to pull him out again?
No, but when you come down, he has got a bottle of perfume, and he's just nonstop spraying it.
Okay, you can stop
Just
now.
Stop it. Stop it.
There's 2 empty bottles on the ground beside him.
God.
I didn't know if you'd smell it. I wanted to make sure. What?
Yeah, we're going to have complaints in the whole damn apartment complex.
Fuck them. It's jasmine. Who doesn't like the smell of jasmine? Smells good. A lot better than the sewer.
True.
People like the smell in moderate quantities.
Who's she?
Oh, this is Gwen. Gwen, meat cutter.
Hi, pretty lady.
Hi, Cutter. Nice to meet you.
Oh, you don't have to lie. I'm not much to look
She
at.
might pull your ankles too.
Hey.
Lying's not really my thing.
I mean, if I get stuck, I could use the help.
I'll leave that to Kat. She's better at it.
She got a good grip.
Yes, I do.
And he wiggles his eyebrows a bit when he says grip. So y'all
Okay,
put
buddy.
the message. What y'all want to meet about?
I guess I don't know how much you're aware, but in the spirit of the arrangement we have, our colleagues Rashad and Gwen stumbled upon a Second Inquisition black site the other night.
Whoa. Wait. Let's back up on that one. Back up. Put that in reverse. Second Inquisition.
Site Black Inquisition Second.
He just did it in reverse.
Did we go back to the room, or are we just having this at the basement?
It's in the basement.
There's no one here.
Yeah. You're in the boiler area, or not the boiler, but the main air handler utility at the bottom. At this hour, nobody's down there at this hour.
And there's white noise.
Lots of white noise, yes.
Listening.
Fucking black site, you say? Yeah. How do you know?
You already knew?
No, I didn't know that. I mean, where is it?
Bullshit check.
Okay. Fucking bullshit
I can do
check.
the bullshit check too.
Yep. Wits insight. Give me that wits insight roll. Let's find out you can bullshit check him.
With the tech lies, obviously.
Sure. There's been some good rolls tonight from some people at this table tonight. Gwen's on a roll again.
I'm telling you. Gwen rolls well. Rashad fails the rouse check. So when they're together.
Yep.
Listen, my rouse checks have been fine tonight.
4 from Bo, 5 from Gwen. He may not be telling 100% of the truth.
Can I use manipulation persuasion on him?
Yeah, you can. Go ahead. It's one of those cases where the player may not be able to think of a way to do it, but the character.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I always allow players to do that because.
Would negotiation apply?
No, I don't think this is a negotiation, but.
Okay.
You can do a manipulation persuasion. We'll see what you get. 1.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
On 7 dice.
Gwen,
I know, right?
Gwen will say,
There we go.
I mean, I'm a little terrified of them. They've already attempted to kidnap me twice, one of which being successful. Anything you know would be it would really alleviate my fears. Lurshi.
I don't know nothing about all this Second Inquisition shit. I mean, there's a part of the city where we don't go into anymore.
What part's that?
And it gives you an address that is pretty close to Bo, where your family's restaurant used to be. We had some issues with a brood disappeared.
Yeah, that would be why.
Like the whole brood.
Yeah, that would be why.
So we just said, fuck it, we're going to stop going there.
Yeah.
It's not the first time shit like that happens here.
Yeah, but that would be why, because that's where it is.
Because there's some funny, weird shit down underground.
In that same
Cutter,
area or elsewhere?
Oh, around the city in general. Do you know, at one point there was a river of blood under the city, right? You've heard that story, right?
No, but I'd like to hear it.
It's gone now.
Oh, it's gone. Where did it go?
Cauterized.
I know.
So, the Nosferatu.
That's not concerning at
had-
all.
You all have had missing people, and you've just decided to ignore it.
It wasn't my brood. Look, I don't make the decisions, okay? We were told fucking, hey, just stay out of there. If something got rid of a whole brood, unless you want to join them, stay the fuck out.
How do you get anything done with this lack of information?
I mean, we got information. I can't give you any of it, but we've got information. But, you know, part of the problem is, as I've said before about this whole neutrality bullshit that they claiming, you know, in a regular city, we'd have a lot more information because we'd be playing both sides evenly, fucking all of you all. So we'd be rolling in information. Unfortunately, you know, we're only getting one side of the information right now.
I mean, we could always trade information for information.
That don't help. I don't know what's going on in that section. I know I'm not going there.
So, Cutter, since they're not your broods, would you mind sharing with us the locations of those other missing broods?
No, see, that's giving away too much clan shit that I can't do. Some of them I wouldn't mind, I'll be honest. But if it ever come back to me, my life wouldn't be worth fucking shit. And they would find out it came from me eventually.
But if none of us here would tell anyone. But if we were to investigate those places where your clan has lost multiple broods, would be beneficial for both of us.
It's not a location like this is the only place I can name a brood. We just had broods disappear. Now, that don't mean anything bad happened to them. Look, fucking Nosferatu get up and pack up and leave all the fucking time.
When was the last time any left this city?
How do we know if they left?
When was the last time one disappeared?
You mean other than the one at that area that I just mentioned?
Were they the most recent?
That was the most recent. There was one about 3 months ago, whole brood. Then there was the one about 6 months ago. Pretty sure they moved though.
So it's about every 3 months, would you say?
Well, then there was not any before that.
That
The
you
two
know
broods.
of?
That I know of. I mean, like I said, look, it's not like I personally know all the Nosferatu in the city. I mean, we're
What
kind of a
secret
weird
keeper
clan.
are you then?
Well, look, we're weird like that. Some of us don't like each other.
What were the
You should know all their
ages of the ones
secrets
who went
then.
missing?
What was that about went missing?
What were the ages of the ones who went missing, approximately?
Fuck. I mean, they were established broods. So,
At least Ancilla, if not elder.
I mean, like any brood, you got a mix of ages. You know, you got the ones that the brood masters are the older of the group, and then they've got all their children. I mean, let's be fair. We breed like fucking rats. And when he says rat, he grins down there sometimes.
Even now?
Some of us do. I mean, not now. Not in the last 6 months. You don't think that shit's linked, do you?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
It's possible that the Inquisition knows gets an information update every 3 months.
But I mean, we never thought that was tied to the child or thing. If the timing works together, either somehow they're related.
Or something else.
That River of Blood was about 6 months ago, too.
Yeah.
It's
And
just a
that's
couple of the
gone now.
main sewer lines that flooded with blood. We thought somebody had, I'll be fair. Look, I thought it was Sabat had one of their fucking parties. You know, you've seen their parties before, right? Where they the blood and the people, they sacrifice a whole bunch, blood gets everywhere. Then they got to
No.
flush it all out to clean the building afterwards and all in the sewer and shit. That's what I thought.
I plead the fifth.
The fifth.
So
Yeah, the Fifth Amendment.
Oh,
So if the Inquisition is involved, they might have taken control over the sewers. They would also possibly know about other entrances into the sewers as well as where those entrances go to.
Oh,
Isn't
how well was my
this-
message received?
oh, about the person disappeared? The body that you dropped in there?
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty funny shit, actually. I thought it was hilarious. You pissed off some people. They don't know how fucking that happened.
No, they don't.
But I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Awesome. Sorry to interrupt.
Have you sealed that section of the sewers off?
We can't really. How do you seal off the sewers? If we seal off the sewers, what ends up happening is they send a public works crew down there, and then we've got to fucking keep killing them every week. And we used to fucking police that way, but they kind of got touchy about how many of their public works people disappeared under the city. So we got told to knock that shit off because they noticed. I mean, we were blaming it on alligators at first, but ain't nobody seen an alligator here. This isn't New York.
So instead of sealing anything up, you just told everybody to not go near it.
We posted signs.
But you didn't try to find out why?
A fucking brood disappeared.
She posted signs, then whatever did it also knows that you know that they've done it and that there won't be any kindred in that area.
That's good. They stay in there. Whatever the fuck did it can stay in there and we'll stay out and everybody will be fucking happy. Now, if it's a Second Inquisition black site, you're not convincing me I should go poking because I'm not going poking. Fuck all that shit. You talking, that's crazy talk.
We have to assume the Inquisition can deal with all the gifts that the Nosferatu have access to, including hiding.
I think the bigger point here is that we told you it was an act of good faith in hopes for information if you receive it in return on them.
I mean, if I find out what's going on in that area, fuck it, I'll tell you. It's like this. If we've been told not to go in there, that means it's not part of the fuckery that these people, that my clan's been doing. I don't mind sharing that shit at all.
And what if your clan ends up being part of it somehow? You are neutral, after all.
Yeah, neutral. Yeah. We're as neutral as the Vatican is, okay?
That's why I'm questioning it. If there's any chance that your clan could be involved at all, would you still tell us?
It depends. I'm sure you understand. I don't agree with what they're doing, but there is limits that I still have to live with my clan. And if word
Second
gets out, I'm a
Inquisition affects
snitch.
us all, though.
Yeah, but if a word gets out, I'm a snitch. I won't be safe in any city.
If they get power, we're all dead anyway.
Look, how can I put this and try to be polite about fuck polite? That's a surface dweller issue.
They are in the sewer.
If
Yeah,
they've
just that
already
one
taken
section.
out some of your brood,
We got
what's to
other
stop
sewers we can
them?
go to. We got
And?
places better than the sewer we can go to.
Really?
You know the rules about, look, I know who you are. I know what you are. I know some info on you. I've heard some details.
Oh, really? What have you heard?
You're from New York. You know it was under New York, right?
Yes, I do.
For my kind?
Yes, I do.
You find those in a lot of cities. Special warrants.
Mm-hmm.
Built by a very unique individual.
Yes.
And what's to say that the SI someone in your clan won't tell the SI for whatever reason,
Under
because it
duress.
benefits them, under duress, whether it
Oh.
benefits them.
I wish they would tell them about those places. If you go into there and you're not invited, you don't come out. You don't die. Well, if you're human, you might eventually run out of food. But you don't come back out.
I think you
kinda
underestimate their ability to learn.
Man, you don't understand. Maybe Sheikah might explain it to you, but you can't really learn a place that changes every time you turn around. And I mean literally.
In a maze within a maze within a maze.
The
But
architect is good, okay?
They
Stick
found
in
ways
some
to
sort
capture
of-
a shadow, from what I've heard.
Capture a
And
shadow.
it's just the beginning.
It's all shadow down there.
Okay, then.
I don't mean shadow as in darkness. I will use shadow servant.
Down there. I've never seen one of your shadows down there.
My point is they learn, and they learn quickly. They find ways.
Especially if they have people to test things out on.
Like your broods.
There's only two ways to get through that place. One, to have been invited. Two, to be the keeper.
And you don't think under duress someone would invite them?
You can't be invited unless you're the keeper. Only the keeper can invite people.
And who's the keeper?
I can't tell you that. Not because I don't want to.
Interesting.
Bullshit check?
Go ahead, roll another bullshit check.
Oh, hold on. I hit the wrong button. Ignore that.
Okay. That's just straight wits, huh?
Yeah.
A 3?
Well, I will re-roll.
And you already got 110. You were on a roll for crits tonight, by the way. You're halfway there already.
Damn.
Nope. 5, though. He's not lying.
Can she tell why with that, or is that not high
No,
enough?
you can't tell why. I mean, but he's telling the truth that he can't tell you. Now, you don't know if it's because he doesn't know or he can't.
Why can't you?
I just can't. When you're talking about that kind of place, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. The laws of reality aren't exactly solid. It's fluid. So you can't talk about those kind of things. Kat's probably heard about that. Or should I call you Honey? I was talking to Johnny the other day and he told me call you Honey.
Oh, did he tell you that? Call him Hawk.
Okay.
For Ham Hawk.
That's actually pretty accurate.
I told him.
Do you know Johnny's special place, Cutter?
That's not his place.
Whose place is it?
Oh, no. No. You're not going to get me to spill that. Oh, no. I have an invite and I can go there. I'm not going to be the one to give up that because then I can't go.
What's this about an invite? Where are we talking about?
And why am I not invited?
First.
She obviously knows about the thing.
The thing? What thing?
Yes.
You
what
didn't give me
thing?
an opportunity to explain earlier. I'll tell you later.
Look, y'all talk to Johnny about that shit, okay?
I swear, I think the Nos is about to blush.
I mean, It's a crazy place. You'll find out if you get it. If Johnny says you can go and he says you're cool, it's a crazy place.
Oh, if he's calling me honey, I better be fucking cool.
It's a crazy place.
Please warn the rest of your kind about the Inquisition.
I'll pass it along that nobody's going to go into that section, though. I mean, a whole brood disappearing. We don't, normally fuck with that.
No, that's good. Avoid them if you can, but
Even our rats aren't making it out.
Know
So,
what's there.
yeah. I mean, the rats don't come out. Anything we send in, we even had a guy who sent in flies. They didn't come out either.
Damn.
Should we compare the border so we all know where is safe and where's not? We might know what part of it that you don't know. You might know part of it that we don't know. We should narrow it down.
I tell you, that's a good idea. I can share that. What I will do, I'll leave here and I'll go figure out where all our signs are marked because I didn't put the signs. And I'll come back and tell you where the signs are. And that'll give you a general
vicinity
area.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody else handled all that. We were just told.
That's excellent. Thank you, Cutter.
Yeah, that was the big boss who told us about that.
Who's the big boss, by the way?
One of us, Nos.
Yeah, that's
Thanks.
convenient.
Look, we've got a bunch of broods, right?
Uh-huh.
But in every city, there's one Nos that is kind of at the top of that.
Yeah. In some cities, there's a few, but yeah.
Yeah, but normally you'll find one of them is really...
Oh, yeah, really the real power.
Yeah.
How old is this Nos?
I don't know, been here a while.
Mm.
How long's a while?
Longer than I have. I'm young. Funny story about that, actually. I was a part of one of those performing troops that came, contortionist.
Mm.
Makes sense.
I don't have the accent, but I was in one of the Romanian groups that used to come through here.
Mm.
And, well, apparently, someone took a liking to how I could bend or something because here I am.
Here you are.
But the nice thing is, a lot of it's a curse. I mean, I don't look normal. I didn't even look like this before. But in my particular case, the curse has made it, my bones are really bendy. So
it had some benefit.
There's some benefit to it. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Can they still break or do they just bend?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't broke them yet. I can get into some pretty small stuff, though.
Just not air vents.
Look, that was a small grate, okay? Don't hold that against me. If I had properly lubed myself up with some lard, I think I could have made it.
All right. Well, thank
Cutter,
you, Cutter, for meeting with us.
Actually, Cutter, I have one other question before we break this gathering up. Did anyone bother to look for the origin or the destination of that blood river?
Why the fuck would we do that? Look,
I've
I've
sure
seen the
my
movies.
friend Rashad could give you a
I've seen the
couple of
movies. You've seen the
ideas.
movies. We've all seen the movies. When you start investigating rivers of blood, that's where shit comes and tears your head off and you contribute to the river. No, fuck all that.
So that means you didn't, but no one did?
Nobody told me.
Could you ask?
No, I'm not going to ask that. That'd be kind of suspicious to be asking now. If I'd asked at the time, nobody would have noticed. Look, I'm not supposed to be helping y'all. I just want to fuck over some assholes that don't understand how to play the game right. We should be fucking over everyone equally. No offense.
What if we came up with a story as to why the Sabbat would want to know? Then you're helping them.
I don't deal with the Sabbat directly. That's somebody else. That's different people. This is my territory on over here. We've kind of broke the city down into zones.
I'm going to ask you which Nos does that, but who does the Sabbat send?
What do you mean?
To interface.
It's funny. They don't send a person. A ghost shows up and tells us.
Mm-hmm.
They used to do text messages and shit, but that all stopped. I don't know, about 3-4 months ago, that all shit, that ended. And now we call it the Ghost Express. Yeah. The Ghost Office is the other one that we've used. I happen to like that one, the Ghost Office.
Interesting.
Callum's
They ever
watching
sent,
Rashad to see how he reacts to all this.
Have they ever sent a ghost into this area of the sewer?
Fuck if I know. They only appear, to some of us normally negotiate. This is what we're getting. We need passage here. Like I said, we've divvied the city up. This is my kind of area around here. So a ghost will show up, tell me with the right passphrase, because we don't just listen to any ghost. You'd be amazed what bullshit some ghosts will come tell you some nights. But they'll come and tell me, so-and-so has paid the price, let them through, Sometimes it'll be, you get it not from a ghost, but I'll get it from, other Nos will tell me that they've been informed this, that's how I got that bitch that told y'all about. I was told somebody else paid the price. She would be coming through my area.
Is it the same ghost every time?
Yeah. I've seen 2 or 3 different ones. It's hard to tell if it's the same one. Normally I just see eyes and a mouth. I did have one get pissed off at me and threw a bunch of shit at me, tin cans and shit, because when I saw the eyes and mouth, it said Cheshire Cat. They got really fucking pissed at that. It's like some straight, paranormal activity shit. Shit started flying. It was crazy. But okay, I'll find out what I can. Where do you want me to leave the map? Want me to tape it to the inside of the door of this furnace?
That'll work.
Just come grab it tomorrow. You'll find it on the inside of the door.
Perfect. Thank you.
And you see him go over to a drainage grate that doesn't look big enough to fit him. But when he goes over to it, as he goes over to it, you see him go head first in it, and he wiggles a bit, and you can hear the how can I put this? The sludge moving that has made it so that he can shimmy through it easier. He has pre-lubed up his escape hatch as he slides down that little hole, closing the grate with his foot. One little toe comes out. The feet, they almost look like they're, fingers, the way his toes bend and curl, and pull the grate behind him as he goes down the little drain opening.
Have a conversation with my cousin.
How much do we trust him?
As far as you can trust any Nosferatu.
Do we want to keep a regular eye on the grates to make sure they're not lubed up for him to quickly escape?
Certainly.
Well, I guess we add it to Janine's cleaning schedule, or to tell whoever comes in cleans.
Yep. I'll advise her.
Wonder if this boss is sacrificing these kindred to the Inquisition.
I think you all are thinking too mundane. Sure, one brood might have gotten snatched up. But a river of blood was flowing under the city.
I want to say that's going to go to wherever it is that Elder is sleeping.
I wonder if it corresponded to the ley lines.
And then it disappeared. It was either ingested by something, or it was used in a ritual.
How bad do we want to find out where it was?
I think I'll be able to find out.
I feel like that's some pretty important information that we should get.
How do you plan on finding out, Kat?
Had a visitor. She's going to teach me things my clan has lost. I am going to be able to bond myself with land, with elements.
That would certainly probably tell us. I imagine it's in the history of the land, even if it's not actually magic in itself.
Exactly.
If your gift is anything like the visions, you should be careful that something else doesn't reach for you.
I agree. I feel a sense of when I'm home, I feel like it's more right. Here in the city, no, it's not. I can't explain it. It's just a feeling.
Didn't you say you felt something similar, Rashad, at one point?
Many things wrong, to be honest with you, and I could claim to understand most of them. But I've seen the land here, the city bathed in blood. So I think something's hungry. I think that between our fighting and the Inquisition, we are providing it with too much blood, and it will wake up.
I agree.
Hopefully it's only one thing.
Well, we know there's 3 at least.
Like maybe only one needs blood. We don't know.
Sorry, Taylor, I have a question.
Go
Have
ahead.
I ever heard anything about why there aren't any members of the family here before, or why there aren't many?
No one has told you that directly, though. When you contacted your to get your tutor out here, there did seem to be a bit of shock from the family that you were in the city.
Can I do maybe like an intelligence, like occult, to see if I've ever heard of something like the River of Blood before?
Sure, go ahead. I always let people roll.
That'd be intelligence, not wits.
Sure.
Can I make an argument for wits?
Yeah, I'll let you do that too.
Okay.
One's
wits is
relying
higher.
on book learning and the other is relying on your instincts about it, and the answers you get will depend on what you roll.
Okay, I'm gonna search.
Can I make the same roll?
Of course.
Wonderful.
Kat already knows what her roll would be. I'm not dealing with that.
Boo.
Dan, your luck ran out there.
Do I want to spend a willpower that I won't get back? Yes, this is important.
7.
Barely made a
Rashad.
difference.
And 3 from
Drat.
7 with a crit.
Oh, 7 with a crit.
Mm-hmm.
I could talk to you.
River of Blood, huh? There's a couple things we can go about with a River of Blood. There's a lot of symbolism in a cult for a River of Blood. And it's not just, there's various metaphysicals. It's the lifeblood of the earth, those kind of comments. But in this case, a river of blood flowing through the sewers and then disappearing, that's not good. That is actually very bad. And normally the blood would have had to come from someone or somewhere. And for it to disappear, Kat might be on the right track. Something had to have
Ingested it
gotten rid of it.
or used it in a ritual.
But it's old school as shit. I'll tell you that.
think I need to go and ask some more questions. First, I assumed my family saw the city as unimportant. But if they were afraid of something, then I would like to know why my cousin has been here for so long.
Well, if he isn't tied in tight with the family, he may not give a shit what their opinions are.
I mean, maybe that's why he's only sending ghosts down now.
True.
He's not putting himself in as much danger as he can avoid.
It's possible. But someone should have come to find him, to search for him, especially if he's using wraiths so freely. I wonder if it's one of us asleep. There's too many unknowns.
That's why I always say we need more information.
Bo's gonna use premonition with the initial intent of thinking about this, but his mind starts drifting to his mother.
Okay, give me your premonition roll. Four. Not bad.
I'll willpower.
Of course you will. Willpower is there for a reason, people. Use it.
Yep, 5.
5. As your vision shifts, the first thing you hear is a chant. Gregorian chant. That is the best way to describe the music. It is multiple voices lifted. You can't understand the words. It's not a language that you can understand. Not even getting bits of it. You know for a fact it's not Latin. You don't know what it is. But as the chant, it builds and builds. Then your mind slips to your mother. And it becomes a woman's scream. High-pitched. And it drowns out the music, causing you to lose everything else. And the scream is your mother's scream.
While Bo is doing this, Kat's going to look at Gwen and be like, what's this about Johnny's place?
I got some information tonight that apparently there's an invite only, Alicia.
Really? And Johnny knows about it.
Apparently, Johnny's not the person who runs it, but it seems like he can give invites.
Interesting.
It's... People could have been fucking with me if it being an Alicia. It could just be a sex club. I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure.
What was said to you?
To dress appropriate or to undress. And
It's
if
a
Johnny,
sex club.
But here's the thing, is you don't know what else goes on there.
Oh, no, I'm sure a lot goes on there, but it's a sex club, at least on the front.
I mean, yes, partially. But
On the back, too.
Okay. That brought him out of his reverie.
Gwen gets like bright red. Gwen does not like talking about this stuff.
And Cash is like, oh yeah.
That's the thing. But like, Bo hears none of this. He just hears the music. And yeah, it can. If you're, I will have this go on as long as you're talking about this, and then I'll keep going.
I was also told that if Johnny ever shows up in a van for you, to get in.
Noted.
I take that's the invite.
That sounds like a very good time. We
I'm
should do that.
curious.
We should do that once. Twice if we like it.
I'm curious, but I'll be honest, I'm a little afraid.
Best thing about fear is to face it.
We'll see.
Just something
Bo
to think
eventually, you see like this, like somehow Bo could become like more pale, and he was not listening at all, and you just my mother, I have to go, you just kind of hear him mumbling, and he just kind of heads out without paying attention to anything else that had been being said.
Callum will fall in behind him.
God will as well.
Well. Gwen, I'm sorry if I upset you. I'm not sorry for what I said, but I am sorry if I upset you.
I don't really know what to say to you about it.
I understand. I just want you to know it wasn't intentionally trying to upset you.
I know. You're trying to be I'll be honest, a mother.
No, not really.
It's a little bit acting like one.
Well, I've been one for a long fucking time, so maybe I can't help it. But I worry about you, Gwen. You're young and naive. And that's a recipe for disaster. So, that's all.
It wasn't like I didn't think of what you said. I had offered that to begin with.
I know.
He wouldn't take it.
You can lead a horse to water, Gwen. You can't make a jackass drink.
Damn well if I don't try.
Good on you, then. I don't have the patience for that shit. And she just chuckles and turns and walks away.
So, as they walk away, Bo, Rashad, and Callum, Rashad and Callum are following you?
Mhm.
Do you even care?
No, I'll get in my car and I'll probably fumble for my keys, which gives them enough time to get in the car if they want.
Okay.
What are you doing, Mr. Sullivan?
My mother, I'm going home.
All right.
Are you sure it's your mother?
He doesn't answer. He's looks hyper focused.
Do you want one of us to
Oh, go ahead.
do you want one of us to go with you? It's not really
I'm in a
safe.
car now. I'm in a car.
Yeah,
So
you
if-
didn't get a chance to go with her. Rashad and Callum did, but
like I said, I was like fumbling with my keys. Like it's right outside. So if you, after your and Gwen's conversation, if you want to try and get in, you're more than welcome to.
Okay. No.
is
Okay.
Kat going? Kat's like, no.
No, Kat needs to be alone in 2 nights, so she's going to just make her...
And she's got to go put a foot up Johnny's ass.
Yeah, because why hasn't she been invited to the fucking party? If she catches Johnny while she's out tonight, she's going to tell him, what the fuck, dude?
But yeah, Bo just starts driving to his childhood home.
So we're going to follow Bo and Rashad and Callum as they're heading out. It's on the edge of town. It's not out way far, but it's in the burbs part. House is still dilapidated, still abandoned. Nobody's ever bought the property. Nobody's ever done anything with the house. Doesn't even have all the normal graffiti or, what you'd expect. Urban explorers don't even go into this empty, abandoned house. And when you get out there, again, this property, you don't hear the sound of insects. You don't hear any of the night noises. Just the wind as they blow through, shutter creaking, wood making noise from the wind. That's it.
I'll put on my heightened senses as I approach the house.
It's eerily calm. The only thing you hear would be Rashad and Callum, who I assume are following him.
Mm-hmm.
If possible, I would like to try and see if I get a premonition about this situation.
Go
this
ahead.
Scenario.
2 players with premonition. Who'd have thunk it?
Gonna do what we're gonna do, And I'm gonna blood search because I feel
Okay.
like this is important.
Let me break out my dice set. How many windows open over here? Okay.
Oh, oopsie. Oops, I wrote that wrong. Oops. Instead of 9 dice. I'm gonna re-roll.
Let's see what you get.
Hmm.
Please give me a willpower roll too, Rashad.
Why do we do these things to me? Let me do my 2 rounds, chicks. I just press the willpower.
Yep,
I
you
just
just
press
hit the willpower
button.
Yep, it should do it automatically when you hit the willpower.
It just says impaired.
Yep,
wait,
there's a
no,
little
hold
button
on.
at the top, a little die roll to the top left of that box. Looks like a little H
This
maybe.
is just
Yep.
wonderful.
Yep, there you go. 1 success, huh? Okay. So as you drift into this premonition, we're going to pause you right here while Bo goes up.
Bo goes up to the door, assuming he can't see in the window, and he grabs the doorknob.
You grab the doorknob. Unbidden, unwanted, Spirit's touch rolls through you. You can feel Vince at this house. You don't know how long ago this is. You can't put a time on it. But you feel the house. You feel your mother making dinner. Your brother. He'd been having an argument with her. You can tell that by the emotional residue. Your father coming in from out back. But there's another presence in the house. One, you don't know who it is. Male. But something's off about that other presence. Something unknown. And then it rolls into you with full force. You hear a voice. It's not your father. It's not your brother. It's not your mother's. It's a man's voice, deep and resonant. I've come to collect. Your brother and your mother. You can feel from the Spirit's touch, they're not moving. Held in place, you don't know how. But this voice, there's a command in it. Very powerful. And you can feel the emotions of your father. It's fear, terror, disappointment. And then you feel his life ebbing away. Father being killed. But the residue left in the house is at the cusp of death. He has turned into something else. Something like you. Turned and given the curse of Cain, the embrace. And then the memories of this house play back that initial frenzy, one that all kindred know of the time they were embraced. The hunger is all that feeds you. And this deep voice, it laughs. And then you feel your father in a rage move towards your brother. And you don't know how, but your brother acts, grabbing a knife from the table. He tries to defend himself, stabbing the kindred, your father, multiple times, as your father tears into him and bites. Begins to drain his blood. But in the process, your father's a new vampire. The wounds leak blood. Somehow, that blood gets in your brother's mouth. And the rage consumes him as well. And he turns on your mother. Your father, immobilized again at a command by this deep voice. And as he turns on your mother, you hear her scream as your brother leaps towards her. And that scream is all that fills your mind. And then standing there in front of you, just inside the doorway, you see your mother, torn throat, bloody. And then the memories of the house fade. And for you, Rashad, you saw these events. Every last step of them. As Bo experienced them, you see them. Except the deep voice to you is a figure of a man wrapped in shadow. Can't tell who he is. You get a general build, general feel. But because it's a premonition, all you know is this man is wrapped in shadow. Of the shadows is the shadows.
No, no, no. And Bo just shuts down.
And right here, everybody, we're going to end Season 3, Episode 4 of Kansas City, A Domain Divided. It has been a hell of a night for everyone involved. Some have gotten on the path that they wanted. Some have gotten good information. Some have brokered deals. Some have questions for those of their blood. And one got answers I don't think he actually wanted. And has seen the truth, or heard and felt the truth, while the other in the group has seen it. I'd like to thank my players. I would like to thank the viewers. Welcome to a Shanky game. It's dark, everybody. Please, experience tonight. I'm giving 3 to everybody tonight. It was a good session. I liked it. I'm going to give a bonus XP just because. Rutro. Rutro, Bo. Rutro. You have some questions for your brother now. And when you finally snap out of whatever's consumed you, Rashad saw some things that I don't think Rashad wanted to see. Was that a premonition, Rashad, or were you caught up in the events of the house? You're muted, so you pulled a bid.
So can you hear me now?
Now we hear you.
I have no words. I don't know what to say. I was not ready.
That's how I know I've done my storytelling right.
I was not ready.
Please, everybody, join us on our Discord. The cast of this show comes from our Discord. All of our shows are Discord members of the community. We do casting calls. Sometimes people audition, like for this show. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're just picked. But if you're on our Discord, you might see a casting call get up and get a chance to play with us. All you have to do is see the casting call, the requirements normally listed in it. And if you make the requirements and you want to play, you apply. And hell, a lot of times we like to play with new people. You'd be amazed at, how often you get to play in games with us. So definitely join us on the Discord. If you want to catch our back episodes of not just this Kansas City stream that I'm going to say is darker than Windy City was and more fucked up than Windy City. And I'm loving it. You can see the back episodes of that. You can see our back episodes of Windy City, our previous vampire stream. We got Changeling the Dreamin'. We're on season 2 of that. They're on our YouTube. We got Werewolf, Demon, which is coming back for season 3 for Demon, everybody. Yay. We've got Wraith. I mean, we love our World of Darkness, but we also do independent stuff. Broken Tales, which Mama loved. I'm not gonna lie, she loved her Broken Tales game. Her current running Monster of the Week, which is the Monster of the Month serial game. Check out a back episode, seriously. If you want to see you want to see Call of Cthulhu or D&D 5e, check out Ishvel. One of the players right down here, Rashad, he plays in the Call of Cthulhu game. Any also plays in it, and expect to see Any sometime this season as a guest role. He's not here this week, but we will have Any as a guest in Kansas City before the end of the season. I wonder who he's playing. We'll find that out. If you want to see some amazing content creators, one of them right down here, Re-Rolls. Tell everybody what you got going on, Re.
Well, so this upcoming Sunday, we will be restarting our D&D Arithia Nights campaign to see a bunch of people try and start a kingdom on an island. So it should be a lot of fun. You should have to go check that out.
Seriously, check out Re-Rolls channel. Right there in chat. If you're on YouTube, go to twitch.tv/Re-Rolls, REEROLES. Check out his channel. Seriously. Go check out Re-Rolls shit. Mischievous Red, right over here. What you got going on?
Hi, I stream mini painting on my own channel at Mischievous Red on Sundays.
And look, Go over there, hang out. Even if you don't want to watch your mini paint, talk with her, chat. She likes to chat. She probably won't tell you any good secrets. She won't give you any behind the scenes too much. She won't spoil everything, but because she's not
really
me.
just a chat and see the cat wheel stream.
The cat is a member of the studio. Okay, that is the good luck charm.
When the cat gets on the wheel during stream, the cat has blessed us.
Yep. She won't give you all the spoilers. That's my job. I'm the one who spoils shit when you talk to me, which is a reason to be on Zoom chat. Because if you go to when we do a Zoom with the community, I'm prone to giving out spoilers. I admit it. So please check all that out. If you want to get you some studio merch, check out our merch store, Zazzle. We've got a merch store. Please sign in when you do it because it's adult. There's Camp Wish a Motherfucker Would t-shirt. You want to be a camp counselor? I think Kat needs to have that t-shirt now because she goes straight to dragon form and goes to whoop some ass. Hard form's a bitch, everybody.
On her fucking property. Damn right she does. She's going to defend her shit.
Yep. So check that out. Now, if you want to support the players, bits and donations. First of all, thanks for the bits. Dale Davis, Callum, thanks for the handing out some gift subs at the start of the stream.
Absolutely.
Remember, bits and donations, they go to the players. We only take the taxes out because fucking Uncle Sam. That's enough said there. But if you want to give to the studio, you subscribe on Twitch. Pop over to our Ko-fi. They don't take half like fucking Twitch does. Or if you want to support the studio free, go to YouTube, comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. All that little shit helps.
If you're watching our streams on YouTube, please put a comment, okay? That helps boost us in the YouTube algorithm so more people will find our content. Appreciate you.
So, look, we know we're not going to make money doing this. You can tell we don't make money doing this because I don't even put mid-roll ads on our YouTube channel. They require me to do the starting ads, but I don't do mid-roll stuff because, it might add a whole $1 to what we make in a month. Ooh, it's not going to make a difference. But we do like to share the story. So anything that drives up the visibility of our channel means more people can come share the story. And that's why we do it. We love to see the comments. You'll see the cast of the show. A number of them will reply to comments about their characters when they pop up. And sometimes they'll just troll Shanky in there, or other members of the cast. Ravenous Archon's an asshole. He gets trolled quite a bit because Rurik.
But we love him.
We love him, but Rurik. Enough said. And now I can turn it over to my lovely wife for the schedule.
All right. So thank you, everyone, so much for joining us this evening. And we, over the next week, will have a few streams for you. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, it is Call of Cthulhu 7E, London Esoteric Society, run by our amazing European GM, Dr. Tiss, and her group of investigators, one of which you may find here at this table. Rerolls.
You'll be there.
You'll be there. Fantastic. And your Any Not Your Outie will be there. And there's a bunch of people that could potentially be there. But
Ignis, I think, is going to be there.
Ignatius? Yeah.
Ignatius, with a new character.
With a new character. Because new characters are a thing in Call of Cthulhu. Because, you know, you go insane and you...
Oh, no, in his case, he got locked up for murder.
Or you get locked up for murder and executed.
Cheese murder.
More cheese murder, not player character murder, please. But so join them at 3 p.m. Eastern tomorrow for their romp through Victorian-era London and its surrounding environs as they summon all the shit that they shouldn't summon and read all the books they should burn. And coming up on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we are continuing with Season 2 of Changeling the Dreaming Stained Glass. At that table is myself and Mischievous Red here, along with some other amazing players, including new castmate Evie Eternal this season. We're slowly trying to integrate her into the group, but you know, it's a hard knock life playing a freaking Arcadian she with this crew, okay?
But she has a badass mask on.
Arcadian she.
A noble Arcadian she, no doubt. Yeah.
Look, if you've watched our streams like Demon, Wraith, you know how Evie Eternal is.
She's fantastic.
Yeah, you know she's great.
Yeah, so join us at Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern for that. And of course, Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we'll be back with the next episode of Kansas City.
The halfway point of the season.
Domain Divided. Yeah.
Can you believe we're already going to be next week, the halfway point?
8 p.m. Eastern, Friday.
Yep. I hope everybody's enjoying this much darker story in a lot of ways. I'm enjoying it so far. But going into the darkness, remember, we all got that little bit of dark in us, but mental health is important. Please check in on those around you. Make sure they're okay. A lot of people aren't. And I know we play this game, a lot of us here, to help deal with that, our own mental traumas and our own issues that we deal with in life. It's a good cathartic way to deal with it. But I know not everybody can solve things that way. So if you suffer from mental health issues, I want you to reach out to your support network and get the help you need. And I know a lot of people don't feel they can because there's a stigma attached to mental health that really shouldn't be. So if that's the case, in chat's a list of numbers you can call or text 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There'll be a professional on the other end of the line to help you out. And if you're not in the U.S. or if you're watching this on YouTube, go to findahelpline.com. Put in your country of origin, find out the support line for your country. Because let me tell you something, mental health is health. And while it's okay to not be okay, we want you to be the best you can. Take care of your mental health and your physical health. It's all linked. And now I can turn it over to my lovely wife for her portion of the outro.
Yeah, take care of your mental well-being. Mama's had a rough week this week. Really fucking rough week. And I'm doing what I can to take care of myself, so I want you to do the same. Also, make sure you take care of your physical well-being. Rest is not a bad thing. Rest when you can. Get yourself your checkups if you need them. Get your physicals done if you're overdue. Get your vaccines, take your meds, drink your water. Yeah, take care of yourself. We want you around a long time. And I'm also going to say make sure you are registered to vote. Last night was a shit show. From all I heard, I didn't watch it because honestly, the malignant narcissist triggers the shit out of me, so I'm not going to watch him on television. I want you all to make sure that you are registered. Your registration, if you've already previously registered, check it. Make sure it's still active because, yes, Republicans do purge voter rolls, especially in urban centers, before an election. It's a form of voter suppression. Please make sure you double check that your shit's good and come out November. We need it. Don't seriously consider the most vulnerable person you know and vote in their best interests. That's all I'm going to say. Said with love.
And, as always around here, thank you, Raiders, for coming in here. We are just ending the stream now. As a matter of fact, we just finished a really fucked up vampire game. I'll be honest. We do not subblock anything here. So if you like vampire, seriously, you can watch the video on demand right here. And we don't block it behind subs. We don't believe in that. That's not our way. So you can check that out. You missed all the good fucked up shit. Trust me. It was some fucked up shit tonight. Poor Bo. That's all I'm going to say. Poor Bo. But you can also watch on our YouTube. This video will post either this weekend or Monday. This episode will hit YouTube. But, let me tell you, I'm enjoying this story. And I do thank everyone for coming. And we will see you next week for this one next Friday at 8. Or, Call of Cthulhu tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Or Changeling Wednesday.
Changeling Wednesday.
8 p.m. Eastern.
Man, we love our World of Darkness here, don't we?
Do.
So we will see everybody next time. And I do say good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.